Hello everyone. Today I'm going to make a recipe that is beloved all over the world, and it's a dessert called brownie. So the first recipe for a brownie it was published in this book which I have here next to me. It's called the Boston Cooking School Cookbook. This is a seminal cookbook. ये एक बहुत important cookbook है जो अमेरिका में publish हुआ था in the mid to late 1800s. In fact, the recipe is still in this book. There's a Brownies 1 recipe and there's a Brownies 2 recipe. And in the Brownies 2 recipe, which was published in the mid 1800s, there's butter, sugar, eggs, bread flour, and pecan meat. So these are like pecans are kind of they're a nut. Molasses is like the closest I could think of describing it would be like treacle or melted jaggery, but slightly different components. Then, many years later, in the editions that followed, the original recipe for brownies was published. Now, as the butter melts, I'm going to add to it all my brown sugar. So let me just mix this up. It's melting real nice. So all the butter is almost melted. So what we're going to do now is put in all the Nutella here. Okay. Now this is very hard brownies. You can halve the recipe also. Slowly mix into this pan until it's smooth. This will just take a few minutes. So this is melting slowly. I'm going to add to this now the cocoa powder. And I'm going to give it another stir. You want a thick mixture. Brownie is a very thick mixture. That's why it produces such a gooey, fudgy dessert. So let this cool for a little bit. So this is cooling right now. The mixture of Nutella, cocoa, brown sugar, and butter. And I'm going to pour the eggs in it, right? And I'm going to whisk real fast. Look at that. Isn't that just yum? So here I have the thick chocolate brownie with Nutella spread ready. See how thick it is and shiny it is. Look at that. Okay. So now we're going to pour this entire batter into that prepared pan. Okay, so let's do that. And what I'm going to do is, just so that I can pull them out easily once they're done, I'm going to line it with some parchment paper. I am going to fold it into 4 like this. Cake rings afterwards if you like. This is just about right. Now what I'm going to do is this. I'm going to fold this in half, just like that. And I'm going to fit it in perfect. Just like this into the pan. Okay. And into this I'm going to pour my brownie batter. This is a heavy pot because I'm making like a lot of brownies. So here we are. So here we have all the batter in the pan, and I'm just going to spread it around. You can see how thick it is. That's why. And I think we are all set. Take a look. Here is the entire pan of brownie batter ready to go into an oven. Okay. So our brownies are ready. A crackle of a crust on top, and the chocolate chips have all become fudgy and gooey. And because we have this parchment paper on top, it makes it very easy to get the brownies out. So what I'm going to do is just cut a small piece so that we can taste it. Right here, there we go. Just a small little piece. Now look at that. Look at how fudgy it is on the inside. Absolutely, and the chocolate chips have melted.